T-Rod. What up, dude? We're good. Oh, we're here. What's up, man? Let's go. We are live, people. It is Oregon Tailgate, Big Oregon Tailgate. We are here to just we're doing our thing here again, man. It's Oregon Football Tailgate Talk. Just freaking chilling, dude. Yeah, it's a little discombobulated, I think will be the word it feels like right now. It's a Thursday night. Here we are. Lights are nice bright over here. I mean, we've been hearing some music across the street. We're here at the spot. Yeah. Masonic, we're doing our thing. We just want to thank you guys for jumping in and joining us. Hope you all are having a great Thursday night. Got a big game lined up tomorrow. And yeah, let's just get to it. Marc, let's go, bro.
Right on. Well, we want to thank our sponsor, Size New York Pizza, here in Eugene. Their information is right here: 541-686-9598. Located on campus on Alder Street. Hit them up. Say hi to Josh down there. SizeNewYorkPizza.com. I gotta show you what they brought to us, man. Check out this pie, man. Check it out. Look at that.
Let's go.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Go.
Man, that thing's giant.
Oh
no?
Man. Oh yeah.
Smell that double pep?
Double pep right there. Let's
right
go.
On. Yeah. It's
awesome.
awesome.
You guys down there, thank you so much, man. I went down there and grabbed that pizza. They were right there on the spot down there. Just and buy the slices too. Buy the slice. You go down there and see them. And
get the whole pie for the party. Slice for yourself. Hit them up.
So good. Tasty smells up, man. Yeah, we might cut to get down on the pizza.
Oh God, yeah, we have on the agenda tonight.
Yes,
but Thursday night, I get a little bit discombobulated word for it. We have a Friday game this week, so we're here Thursday night, the night before the game. Every single home game, we're here for the Oregon Football Tailgate Talk at the Big Tailgate here at the Lodge in Eugene, and it's great to be back, man. How you?
Life is good, man. It's it's been some things going on as far as business goes and what. It's good. It's good, and I don't know. This is just a great break from all of it right here. The setup, we're basically done. It was interesting. We had some issues with the spot. Really weird. Challenging the integrity of the storage shed. Somebody decided they wanted to, and
he says somebody tried to test the integrity of the. Check out what we have going down. Check us out. Do it like responsibly.
Yeah.
Say
hi. I mean, exactly. Oh, come on. Well, and it is not the self-proclaimed tailgate king. I'm not self-proclaimed. I've been bestowed honor of this
Ryan winners.
That's right. My guy Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. Yeah. Let's go, man. Yeah. And the wife for saying, you need a little bit of ice. Exactly. Let's go. Let's go.
I love it. And shout out to Ryan. Thanks for your support. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Grateful. Hoodie. I love that. I am just all about here. And so let's jump. So the last time we met was Wisconsin. So let's take two on that game. Week 7 versus Wisconsin. And those come out 21-7. And kind of what's your takeaway from that game? I know, from a tailgate perspective, it was how would you describe that? We had sun, we had wind, rain. Oh, was it even rain? Was it more like a downpour, torrential downpour?
Yes.
It was sideways. I don't know if that classifies as rain because, as you know, it never rains at Austin State.
Yeah.
So, T-Rod, tell me, you have any takeaways from that game? I mean, element played a role. There's moments in that game in which the sun came out, the wind was moving.
Yeah. From a tailgate perspective, I would call it a beautiful challenge. That's what we would call it, right?
Oh,
We
absolutely.
were dry for the most part, warm. We were definitely warm. We got the fire going right now. Just, it's nice. From the game perspective, I'm going to be honest. Some play calling early on. I mean, it was challenging to watch. I thought it was going to be different. I mean, and we'll reflect on Iowa earlier, but very much, knowing what the weather was going to be. And sometimes I think our OC sometimes out himself.
Yeah.
He's like his own worst defensive coordinator, right? You know what I mean? And so I was surprised by some of that. Ultimately, they executed the time they needed to, and we walked away with the W. But it was definitely challenging. And listen, Wisconsin took care of our arch enemy last week. So I think we got the best Wisconsin of the season so far, and then they stepped it up again at home against the Huskies and handled their business.
Right. And Wisconsin goes to Indiana this week, so it'll be interesting to see how that shapes up. Maybe they're on an upswing. They announced that they'll allow pick in next season. So it's like, hey, there's a renewed energy within the Badger program. So that's exciting to see. I would, once again, wind was definitely a factor. The rain was definitely a factor. And I mean, I remember watching a highlight where Dante Grossback goes to throw a pass to the tight end, and back in the ball, it was just a curveball. It was a slider. I'm a big. It was like the ball was right towards the and then went like that. The ball's gonna go and dive and curve. Definitely a slider. The whip is very difficult to pass the ball. I was surprised that they came out passing and attempting that. I thought they got into the run game. It was decisive. But yeah, it was one of those games that I'd like to move on to the next game. If you like.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. So this segment is called Deja Vu, Take Two, on the Iowa game last week. So the Ducks went Team 16 to go to Kinnick Stadium there in Iowa itself.
I mean, deja vu, right? Going into that, knowing the type of weather again that we're gonna have, whether it's rain, cold, rain, snow. Okay, against Wisconsin, we had a different idea.
Right.
I thought going to Iowa, okay, this was going to kind of show its face as, okay, we're going in with a solid game plan, and here we come out from the ball again.
Yeah.
So, odd.
Yeah.
Odd. But, as it was, again, we walk away with the W, but there was some things in there, if we're talking about offense, right? Offense is what we're talking about. I mean, the obvious would be Noah, but I don't necessarily want to go there. What I want to do is I'm going to take the 3-tier offensive linemen in that game. The three, right? Gashing them up the middle when we started to consciously decide that we're going to run the ball because this is what we can do during this game. Gap up the middle. I think we could have just done it all night long. Right. And so I'm just going with the interior line on that because it was hole after hole. It didn't matter who the running back was, but I felt like that the tone for that running back room. And so kudos and shout out to the interior O line for they did handle the game, and it showed up wonderfully. So that's my answer.
I like that three-headed monster right there. Like you said, Icon has been like the trans people were like talking about early on, like, hey, who is he? What is he? He comes from SC, and everything I would ever want in a left guard. I mean, as far as at this level of play where he's out there setting those blocks, opening up those holes, getting to the next level, and then him and Ponto, the way they work together. I thought Dave had a good game, although there was that moment where he, stepped on Dante's foot. But it's like one of those things where I like that you picked three-headed monster. I was picking Noah, but I think that realistically, looking at that rotation within the running back room, I really personified who we are as a running. Where Iowa, which is known for a defensive, like we're going to run the ball. This is going to be a tough, typical 10-man game where it's just like grinding up 3 yards here, 4 yards. And who was the aggressor? Who was the aggressor? It was the line, and then the running backs running with aggression. Whether it was what? Whether it was Deja, touchdown, just plowing dudes and just and going. And as a group, as a whole, add in Dante Moore's run in there in the third quarter where he took it in, I think it was 4, 5, 8 yards. Like, and some people were like, I don't know what was going on there. I appreciate the fact that he ran out of bounds, didn't make contact. We need him down stretch. So my three-headed monster on offense. So if you're going with three-headed monster, you're going to be the running room with the air. And I can't how they perform here.
Oh, I mean, I think it was, I don't know if it was Duck versus them that came out, or if it was actually during the game. I watched the game. Sometimes I don't do. I because I want to do other things that I thought I saw or was hoping to see. And Deja scored that touchdown off of the field and getting all the congratulations. But I think it was Coach Samp that was like, butt down, lift with your head, not with your hips. And it took a moment right there. Right. The young man he just ate it up. Coach, so the side for this young, wonderful, he set the tone for physical game. And when we called me at the game, and it was slobber knocker. Yeah. Keith Jackson, R.I.P. to Keith Jackson, baby.
Exactly. It would have been proud to watch that game, or call that game.
Yes.
All right, let's do the other side of the ball. For defensive side, my takeaway was Brandon. It turned up the tackling, causing fumbles. He had 2 fumbles caused during that game, during the game itself. And that changed like the makeup of the game as it went down the stretch. And some people are saying, like freshman All-American, right? But like he's now getting mentioned in that discussion of like All-American, which is awesome. It's so neat to see these kids come in ready to play and honing in their craft. And a lot of coaches will really just like trust them and show up week in, week out. So
how long has it been? Since in the program, right? We see the potential of an offense having a game and around not wanting to challenge that cornerback.
Exactly.
I mean,
Gonzalez,
maybe, maybe, and then even back further than that, I don't know. We can go back a ways, and so it's he is All-American, not just freshman All-American. Yeah. I think he's that material, and you're on the money with that. And it's just getting fun to watch, man.
It is.
I mean, they hit on the ball. Yeah. Right spot, right time, put the hit.
And how was that not called a fumble on the field?
Oh, because
and then Dan has to call a timeout to be challenged. Are you going to review that?
I saw remarks or posts about, we never thought that we wanted 12 refs back. But come on, so let's go, Big Ten, big money, papers. I don't know, man. I don't know.
There were definitely some of those, and I don't talk about. Like it's those are things that we can't change. You have to play the game.
That's right.
Like
That's right.
we could bitch about rep time and
Do
who do you have on the defensive side? Did you also have Daniel, or you?
no,
Yeah,
no.
let's go.
I did, and we're gonna step off the field with this one. We're gonna step off the field with this one. We're going with my D guy for Iowa. Go too good. Come on, a donation for that game. Crazy. We didn't just see and Omar and the thing that they won. Right. We saw Porter, Johnson, Gray, Green, all of these guys in the rotation all night long, fresh in, fresh out. And that was the difference in the game. I felt like every yard Iowa had to scrape and claw and just work their ass off to get it. And it was a lot to do with that rotation and the mastery of that rotation during that game and keeping as many guys Johnson, yeah, dude, number 77, big man out there getting his
big dude
done.
Yeah,
and then I thought Green played well, but altogether that rotation, my defensive coach,
right,
coach,
right. I like that. I was just checking the here, so those of you watching live, give me a thumbs up if all good, thumbs down if not. I don't know what's going on here. Tonight we're running up because we the Starlink just traveling, and she's great to allow us to use her Starlink when she's here. But tonight we're running a little bit off of a hotspot in cell service. So if you got
Steve.
My
guy.
Yeah, it's so good. I connected with him earlier this week or last week and hit him up. And then also Matt's in there.
What's up? What's up, Matt?
Mike Lee. Thanks for the support, guys. Really appreciate it. One other thing I want to talk about before we move on from this Deja Vu to in the Iowa game, I think it's missed if we did not mention Atticus Sappington. I mean, the guy comes in with stones.
Like, that's our kicker.
That's our freaking kicker.
We got a kicker.
We have hey, like Iowa, he shows up, has, after good 3 extra points, 3 field goals, which is not too common for Oregon to have 3 field goals and field goals in the weather.
Solid everyone.
It is nice to have a kick.
Your helmet on. So there you go. Kudos.
Yeah.
Just one time. And you got my wife. I was just saying just one time we get it.
All right. Well, Matt, is it we are still rolling live? Nick Cody, you're in the house, so she was coming down. Fellas, either way, I'm bricked for Friday night game. Hey, that's yourself. Mason. We're talking bricks. Come on.
Let's go.
This on next topic, just the tailgate tips with T-Rod.
Tailgate tips. So I'm going to give the credit to this. The story is years ago, when KGN was kind of falling by the wayside, and they weren't sure what they were going to do, sports chat or sports talk. An old club downtown Eugene called Joggers.
Oh yes, I've been to Joggers.
Hosted a opportunity to become the next voice of sports talk radio here in Eugene, what is now known or was to become 95 to the Score. And your guy, T-Rod, decided he was good at that to go and participate in that competition, which I finished top 3. Named Justin, start at Dogger, John Tractor, the whole thing, man. But he had a segment called That Guy. That guy. Whether it's that, the was to be that guy. It is up in your face or loud or overdone it a little bit, whether it's in the game or at the game or whatever. You know, don't be that guy.
Yeah.
That guy, some kind of thing,
yeah.
or things a little challenging. And you know, so you know, my tailgate tip today is, first of all, let's why we're here. What's the reason we're here? We're here for the program, for the kids, support these kids, and just have a great time with the atmosphere that we have. Let's remember, because without that, you don't even have an opportunity to become
right.
So that's my tailgate tip of the day. Have a great time for yourself. Just don't be that guy.
Yeah, man.
There we go, man. There we go.
It was fun. Last night I got to go, as I was been for the tailgate, and the restaurant that I go to is like a little, like, the guy had a couple food truck carts, and then he also has a brick and mortar restaurant. Okay. And so you just go up and order it. It's called That Guy's. It's great. That Guy's there in where I live, south town, and so it could be a millionaire. I don't know. I'm here with you guys right now.
Speaking of shout outs, Chef, before we go to the menu, I wanted to, I don't know if you guys can see, but we got this great little piece of steak right here. We picked it up from Marc, but was our, didn't have to give me a discount. It gave me a discount. I appreciate that. Created this little etch here for us with the love that, and then the pleasant eyes made these little
Oregon football
team. Yeah, we appreciate you. She does 4x6 and some other ones.
It's
and you can fly by, pick it up.
I think we have this bucket of doom. This beautiful sign right here.
That's right.
So I'm gonna need to get one of those. I can't put the ornament on my Christmas tree.
So thank you. Yes, thank you very much. That is
Marc's menu of the week. So tomorrow here at the Lodge, we have a Minnesota fine cuisine menu, aka hot. So we're gonna do Minnesota theme. I try to keep with the theme, to tie in the school with menu. So since we're playing the Minnesota Golden Gophers this week, tying in Minnesota staples. So to start off with, we're going to do Judy Lucy's. So that's a 2-ounce meat patty with cheese in the middle, and then a 2-ounce meat patty turned into a sandwich. Basically, it's a burger stuffed with cheese, grilled on both sides. It's going to be topped with grilled onions, and then whatever fixings you want to put on it. I have pickles. I have Chef Marc's secret sauce. There's ketchup, mayonnaise, the whole bit. Put it on a bun. Obviously, it's a burger. So when you bite into that, it's like molten lava. Like it's going to be awesome. Handmade burger patties. I some time making those. It was an adventure, but it's kind of cool though. Like, so when I was thinking about stuffing the cheese, I was like, how do I tie in Oregon here? So I took a duck cookie cutter and cut out the cheese into duck shapes.
Yes,
And so there's ducks inside every single one of the burgers. So I had to tie it in. Also, it's not a soda meal unless you have fish, right? So we're gonna have hot dish. And that's ground beef with mushroom soup, corn, green beans, cheese, and then it's topped with tots. You serve that up, it's like comfort food. So it goes with a burger. You get the burger, you get the comfort food. That with a little bit of Jello salad. Boom.
Yeah.
It takes me back to childhood. You know, you go to the family potlucks and there's salad. I see making the Jello salad. Lisa's going to make a 7-layer salad. Once again, a Midland staple. You know, it's layers of iceberg lettuce with the dressing, the peas, the carrots, the bacon, salad. And then I was talking to Joe tonight. We're all talking about
brainstorming
this dessert and cool with whipped cream with mandarin oranges, and then has the fudge cookie on the top. He was like, "Hey, I ran this by my kids. My kids were kind of like, and we came to the conclusion that he's going to make a layered dessert, and it's going to have the graham cracker crust. It's going to have the cool. It's going to have the vanilla pudding or chocolate pudding. So he's going to do one each, and then it has the whole cookie crumbles over the top. I can't. It sounds delicious.
Let's keep in mind this is not keto fudge; it's Keebler fudge. So mix up those two things. Don't mix up those two.
So it's going to be a Minnesota fine cuisine potluck tomorrow, and I can't wait to cook it all up and serve it all down. Come down tailgate tomorrow, enjoy it. Food games on at 6, so we will have food ready about 3 hours before kick. That's all, each and every week.
And at Nick R. Cody Comedy, we're actually working on bringing the tailgate talk north. We're working on maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
To be determined.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
TBD. All right. Well, let's go to our next segment. What's on the Oregon Tailgate? Well, tonight nothing's on. we got traffic on MLK.
Yeah.
The traffic report, it looks like travel people towards Chaseville. The top end.
Busy downtown on campus. Busy, it's lively down there.
Yeah, it's
lively down there. We got the lights at the stadium and the baseball.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I mean, it's still lively, and this is where we love to be, right?
You know, I saw it's by Mike earlier this week, and it was awesome. Just came out of coach Paul, and tonight there goes back.
Yeah.
So I can't wait until spring.
Those new bats, too. Those new Oregon bats. Yeah. Shout out to Oregon Equipment.
Yeah.
Kenny Farr and the guys out there making these guys look good on the field.
So on tomorrow, it's a Friday game, so we don't really have a whole lot of options before the game. So the other game that kicks off before Oregon plays Minnesota, Clemson versus Louisville. And so this is an AC matchup. Clemson came in preseason ranked in the top 10 and make it into the top 10 this year, if not top 25. I think that they've had one of those years where you know what happened to Clemson. But they go and visit Louisville, who had a big win against Miami earlier in the year, and they're playing fairly well. Jeff Brom's name's been mentioned in some of this coaching search. Penn State has been mentioned. There's been rumors about him signing an extension with Louisville, which is also his alma mater, which is also Will Stein's alma mater. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, that plays. Do you have any takes on this Louisville game? Or are you happy as we go into the game tomorrow? You used to be like, hey, on, thanks.
Yeah, it's kind of things, and I mean, just kind of wet the bed this. They haven't maybe totally like, you know, crap the bed. I mean, I don't even know if we can say shit on here, but either way, they've wet the bed a little bit. If I'm a Clemson fan, I'm just totally disappointed, obviously, in what has played out. I mean, I think Louisville just handles business, and it'll be interesting to see because, I mean, the rumors are flying, right? I mean, is Dabo even going to be around this time next season? I mean, I don't know. And if you're a Clemson fan, or if I'm a Clemson fan, I'm blaming him for not adapting to the NIL and the portal world soon enough, and it has cost you.
Yeah. Well, and when I think about the Clemson season here, when I think about like being a Duck fan, is there a season in which what probably those Clemson fans feel? The truth is, yes, 2016.
Yeah.
Here we go. And so you're like looking at the schedule, looking at the record. It's pretty similar to where we were at in 2016. You go from the pinnacle where you're playing for national titles, and all of a sudden, boom, and you're like, what happened? Now you rebuild over the last like 9 years or whatever, and we've had success that but
I seem to see
3 separate coaches since then. We had Mario and obviously Dan Laney.
It'll be interesting to see how much patience Clemson has with him versus how much patience Penn State had with Franklin, right? I mean, how much patience?
Yeah.
I mean, you're about to find out what 3 national titles gives you as far as leeway in whether it's mediocre seasons or losing seasons, and does it get you one more?
Right.
Does it get you one more try? Does it give you one more opportunity? Because, I mean, Penn State was in the playoff last year, and it just, so it'll be interesting to see. Shout out to Clemson softball again.
Yep.
Go Clemson softball for my own personal and excited reasons. There you go.
So as we tear or break down the tailgate, we generally, we'll tailgate all game day. I would say all Saturday, but it's actually all Friday. So we're going to tailgate Friday. We generally will break down the tailgate the day after. So we can just enjoy ourselves and just have a good time.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be breaking down the tailgate Saturday morning. And it just seems like it'll be fitting, depending on what time we show up. Catch the end of game day. I'll probably wake up. I'm going to wake up here, so I'm going to have game day on. I'll probably be sipping my coffee, watching game day. And at night, boom, Notre Dame goes to Pitt. And the top 25 matchup there in Pitt versus Notre Dame, and it's like those games where is Notre Dame for real, or is Pitt showing up, and there's still a chance that Pitt could win the ACC.
I mean, there was, I watched a little bit of what was Notre Dame Navy, right?
Right.
And, I mean, the score at the end wasn't, I don't think the score at the end was indicative of how close that time felt.
Yeah.
Navy to do a few things here and there, but this is going to be a challenge, I think, for Notre Dame with Pitt and Pitt versus the table as far as offense against the Notre Dame defense.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, and when I think about Notre Dame now, I mean, they have 2 running backs with Price and Love. Love, like, came to Oregon, like, come on, like should have just said, to and we see Notre Dame winning the game, but you never know. It's a road game. You never know. Like it could be a slobber knocker.
At least you're not playing like Citadel in the 10th game in the season and getting your nice little bye like that. I hate those games so much.
Well, they're going away. So
as they
and then see going conference schedule. Then we'll break down. I'm gonna head home. Drive up, open pass. I'll probably have the college football blitz on, so I can listen to like it's on Sirius XM. I just listen to it, and whenever someone's about the red zone, essentially for radio, they'll chime in and give me updates as I drive. So, but I hope to get home for the Texas Georgia. Picks up 4:30. He takes on that. Texas goes to Georgia. Has he resurrected his career? Exactly.
Texas
and what Georgia?
and we were just Mr. up there thinking that he deserves 18. You know what? Why? Again, back to what we talked about before, this whole thing. Is Vanderbilt just better? Is the SEC weaker? You know, the Texas game is give us a little indication what is with the SEC. No way they deserve 8 teams in the playoff. Give them a break on that.
Well, you know, if you have 8 teams up, maybe you guys should play in it.
Maybe you should.
Yeah. There's some talk about Texas too, which I'm kind of, you know, they have a difficult path here. Like, so they go and play Georgia, and then they still have just trying to think of it, but they at Texas A&M. So they 3 wins, and then out. Like, do they make if they split Georgia and Texas A&M? It's one they lose this weekend, or they lose at Texas A&M. Do you think they make it with a 9-3 record? I mean,
well, you know, and this is the thing, right? If we do we even sniff getting an two-loss team, right? Yeah. But here we are, a Texas team probably could be 9-3 and still in the conversation. Get in? No, you don't deserve it. You don't get it. I think you're delusional at 9-3 if you think get no. Because you your way.
I was gonna say, where do that narrative? Where do I? So let's switch it up. Let's go to the next segment. It's Ducks to Watch, and this segment is brought to you by Size New York Pizza here in Eugene.
Yes.
Once again,
one more time.
541-686-9598. Located at 1211 Alder Street, Eugene, Oregon. Or you can catch them at sizenewyorkpizza.com. Thanks again, Josh, for the pie. We're gonna enjoy this.
Oh man,
you know,
so much.
It's like
so much.
Yeah. Oh man, it still smells. No, that devil pep, man, it's so good.
Oh man,
I was thinking about it last week, and I was like, man, I just feel like like the night before a game, I need a pizza.
Yeah.
And you can go get a pizza from Size tonight. A slice, a pizza, a pie, and more. They have those garlic knots too that they talk about. Oh yeah.
And he's got that homemade garlic ranch.
Oh yeah, that whole
man.
All right.
So yeah. Oh yeah.
You didn't grab one of those, did you? Damn it.
No, I didn't. I was illegally parked, so I couldn't stay there too long. So.
And
what's up, baby? Oh,
you don't want that ticket. Yeah. What's up, Amy? I hope to see you tomorrow. I know I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
What time? Skip work tomorrow. Get down here.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Ducks to watch. Yeah. So in this segment, we're going to pick 2 offensive and 2 defensive players to watch this week versus Minnesota and the Golden Gophers. And we're going to start on you want to start defense? We started offense with the Deja vu. Let's start on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
2 guys, 2 players, Ducks, to watch on the defensive side of the ball. T-Rod, you go first on defense. I'll go first on offense. How about that? Deal?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If the trend continues, and because he was what I would classify as a silent assassin against Iowa. You know, I didn't realize that Mixon ended up with 13 total tackles, 9 solo that game. Didn't realize it. And again, as I watched that game back on the replay, he was everywhere. I mean, him and Bryce had a great game that day, but he was everywhere, and you didn't hear his name much.
Yeah.
And but at the end of the game, when all the dust settled,
13 tackles.
He was that guy. Yeah. And I expect
in a positive way.
Yeah, exactly. I expect that to continue because every opportunities this kid has been given throughout the season, he's made good on.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I think, injury with Devin and whatnot has been the problem, and that's unfortunate for him. But yeah, Mixon's my guy there again, I think, for this game. And it's going to be some of the same thing, right? I don't think it's going to be as wet.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit chilly night game, but I think with Minnesota, the way they, I think want to run the ball, he's going to get an opportunity to show out again there. So he's my one guy, and then my other guy is going to be I was going to go like Aaron, Flowers. I think there was some miscommunication in the Iowa game, and you could see him kicking himself back there. What happened, this and that. I think the guys were so eager to jump that line and try to fill those gaps in that run game, that Iowa has, that they got caught a couple of times.
Yeah.
And so I look for a little rebound from Aaron coming back, getting back into the form that he was in and has been all season. So those are my two defensive guys. I'm going to go with Mixon and Flowers on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that on the defensive side for myself. And I like the Mixon. Like, once again, like looking at it, like when I look back at the game and think about it, I was like, man, Jerry really showed up. Like, and it's been like a few games since he was really in that like early season form where you're like, oh, who's this guy? Jerry Mixon. Like, dude, he's showing up out of nowhere type thing. And not nowhere, but like really like, hey, we have a linebacker here. And so it's nice to see him as we go down the stretch here in November and close out the regular season. So linebacker, once again, I'm going to go Mateo, and on the defensive line, and how they were really kind of setting the edge run, allowing the linebackers to come back and fill in and make those tackles. So it'll be interesting this week with Minnesota. Their offense is primarily the running game. They do throw the ball, and not many sacks. They haven't given up many sacks this year. So it'll be interesting to see if Mateo can get home at least once this week. It's been a little while since Oregon has had like a guy like the defensive end get the sacks on a consistent basis. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's by design. I don't know what's there. They're getting the pressure, but it's actually getting home. And so it'll be nice to see if Mateo's able to do that. The other guy I had, and it's interesting you picked Aaron Flowers because that's who I had written down as well. Because one of the things that I really want to see is that communication between him and Dylan.
Yeah.
Like it seemed like there was a little bit of switching, like the miscommunication last week. So I'll pick his partner in crime back there, Dylan.
I think,
and so we can take team it. Like we're simpatico. Like let's be on the same.
That's what we need them to be.
Exactly. And so let's just roll with it and let's see. I'll take Dylan. You take Aaron, and we'll reminisce after the game. We're like, hey, did our safety show up? Did our guys show up and do the thing that we wanted? So.
Yeah. And going back to Mateo, we really haven't called his name much, whether it's here or, and you just haven't been hearing much, and I think there's multiple reasons why, right? It's very, right. Whether they're bringing over a tight end to help, whether it's by design, but what I can say and what I've noticed about the season with him is he's trying to do the right things. Right. You don't hear him being out of position too often or too much. What you hear is him just being in the right spot, whether it's setting the edge, still wreaking havoc, because when you have to account for him with two guys, it does make a difference. And I think that's part of the reason he hasn't lost a step. He hasn't lost his skill set. I think his skill set has needed to be adaptable to the type of blocking schemes he's facing. And so but I would like to see him get home a little bit more because he's just capable.
He is.
So
for sure. All right, let's go to the offensive side of the ball. let's alternate this time. I'm gonna go first with one, and then you'll go one, and then two, and then two.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in the wide receiver room. Some people are saying that, like, hey, we have a little bit of injury, but within the wide receiver room, obviously, Gary goes down. There's been talk about Decoria Moore. I saw a photo today, and I'll just leave it at that. Who knows when it was taken? I don't have the metadata. So I'm focused on the players who are going to play, and one of them being J-Mac. And to see, like, down that game-winning drive, sure, we're going to look at the pass to Malik Benson,
Sure.
and you'd be like, oh my gosh, like that's the highlight. But in that drive, J-Mac had 2 receptions that were key to sustain it. And so, can we continue that chemistry within between Dante and J-Mac? And I think it's going to be very important down the stretch of the season, where we have Minnesota this week. Next week we have USC coming to Oregon. And then we go north to UW. And so you're going to really need a wide receiver to be connected with Dante Moore. So that's who I have as
and it was
my
nice to see him rebound after the drop.
Yeah.
Right. It was nice to see him rebound and play a pivotal role in that, because I mean, it's not a 39-yard field goal without that last reception.
Well, and a lot of people are saying, okay, like without that drop, even if he caught it, it would have been negated because illegal man downfield.
True.
So, yeah, it is what it is. You like to see, like, if he's going to hit you in the chest, let's make that catch. Let's get those hands out there and make that catch. Right? So
2 at the crucial time, though.
Yeah.
Right. So
all right. Go ahead, T-Rod.
Well, it's I'm going to stay in the wide receiver room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and because again, with the injuries, what we don't know, how significant or not significant they are, and he played a key role in that game against Iowa with that catch.
Yep.
And that's catch. Malik, right? That's Malik, and he has the ability, but it wasn't just the wide receiver part of it. He came in, had to field punts, right? Yeah. Which he's our third.
Yeah, third guy.
He's our third guy back there. Had to field punts, make those right decisions there, which he did
in those conditions.
Correct. And then of course, obviously, and it wasn't just the one catch. He had another nice catch on the slant. Guy draped all over him, makes that catch a very significant catch in the whole scheme of things. And so I think we need those 2 guys, right, to continue. And I'll even throw in Cooper Perry, who had a couple of had 1 or 2 catches throughout. Yeah. But watching the game back, I thought Cooper Perry did a great job of blocking in his own right. And so, but yeah, I think Malik, until we figure it out, Malik and J-Mac are going to be huge moving forward right now.
Right on. Right. Yeah. All right. So you have Malik. I'm going to go with the and Dante Moore, how he led that drive, and after the game, he was like, hey, that was my first game behind in my career. Come in those conditions and to do that, and then I just want to see offense tomorrow. Like, I've been watching the weather all week. I've heard a variety of different things, but I won't talk about it. I'll just live it, and I just think that it's going to be one of those in which you will be able to throw the ball without those slider curveballs coming into play. So let's. I want to see an active passing game, and I like an active passing game that is has a little bit of tempo in it. I talk buddies all the time. It's like, it'd be nice to just get into a little bit of rhythm. We're making some connection. It was nice to see the running back room. I want to get in a little bit of rhythm and make some momentum. Let's do that. So let's see.
And Minnesota's defense is not Iowa.
It's not. It's not.
So, I mean,
but you're going to need it in the weeks to come. So it's like. It's not.
So, I mean,
you're going to need it in the weeks to come. So it's like, now's the time. This is let's light it up.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. And, again, we'll see what the OC has on up, right? Because we've been critical of him. We've been, but I think actually that last time against Iowa, I thought there were some good calls in there. And I in our post-game talk, which was throwing the end zone more, yeah. So I the aggression.
He was, hands. Your hands.
Yeah. In between.
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, well, maybe my eyes need to be. I don't know.
We'll see, it'll be interesting again. What kind of plans guys come out with against their team, and so, and I'm gonna go Jamar Johnson.
Dude,
he is
showed up, man.
He did, and I mean, we talked about all season Kenny's ability to block downfield and that. It is nice to have a 1-2 punch again back, and I think we can say that we had that. He blocked well. He made some great catches, and what I really like about him is he actually has I don't know, like a quiet ability to like get down.
Yeah.
I mean, he strides out, and so I think he continues to be a key factor because we've seen it grow throughout the season with him, and I think we continue to see that. So Johnson, my guy, back.
Love it. And like people go back and look at the a game in which you called. It was about I think we don't really talk about it, but like there's moments in that game where we're like I freaking know it, man.
Yeah.
And so it was nice to see that like he made really key plays when Kenya wasn't able to play. Like Sadiq being out, and they kept going to him, and and Salih out there too, taking some blocks and playing some. So that's too. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
It was good to see the depth against Iowa on this team.
Yeah,
and we saw it, in many different areas on the field, and that goes back, this staff's recruiting and development that they have with these kids that are coming in, and I think it was on full display against Iowa.
Let's just one more thing on the Iowa game, since we're just brought it back up. It's like, hey, you talked about after the game. I called T-Rod, I'm like, elated, yelling, screaming in the neighborhoods, or like, what the heck's going on? And I called T-Rod because I needed to talk to somebody. Of course, I call. That was won by the special teams.
Yeah,
hands down. Like special teams showed up, whether it was on coverage, their in punt returns, has had 2 punt returns for touchdowns and 2 returns for college football. It's not that common that a returner a 4 return on the season. It was
not factor.
It was not, and that's not the kickoffs, but also our punter, man. He's doing a killer job, and that's about a transfer which has been key and vital set of our team. It's big punts or just punting the ball with it, which we have this team Joe or either. And that whole entire room, he got that ball, and it looked like it was. He was beautiful for you. So shout out to special teams. So I'm excited. It's tomorrow night. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Thank you, man. Our favorite. I think it is.
Somebody's favorite.
Is into the nitty gritty.
It's somebody's favorite.
It's nitty gritty, and is the bucket of doom right here. This is the bucket. Every do and all the top 25 games, all 10 games. And all we're going to do is pick the winners. And currently the scoreboard is T-Rod, 17 wins on the season. Actually, I should say the last week you 4 for 5, and then I was 4 for 5. So
I just can't catch a break.
Yeah, well, it's going to be top 25 games in here. T-Rod at 17. I have 20. The loser of this bet. So we have skin on the line, as they say, right?
Yeah.
Skin on the line. I received a photo from my mother who lives up in the state of Washington, the state up north.
Yeah.
And she has acquired a purple and gold hat. And so if everything goes according to plan, and it's
according to plan, Chef Marc's wearing that hat.
Yeah,
Dear mom bought him.
If everything goes according to plan, we'll do our final big or Oregon Football Tailgate Talk live from my parents' house, probably.
Yeah.
In the carport.
Maybe the driveway. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And one of us will have to support it. So 2 weeks, we go back-to-back weeks. So you can make
my head itches already.
Definitely make up some ground. And so since I won first, I'm going to pick first. And once again, we're just picking the winners. We may just talk a quick minute about the game or whatever. But the first game I already picked this. You know, it's funny how that works. So Notre Dame, Pittsburgh. I called it, maybe it's a slobber knocker. I just think that Notre Dame and their running game will be the difference. Did you know the quarterback for Notre Dame, Carr, his grandfather is Lloyd Carr from Michigan?
Oh, the one who basically said Autzen was the loudest stadium he's ever been in. It was, that Lloyd Carr?
Yeah, that Lloyd Carr.
That guy.
Yep.
Yeah, we like us some Lloyd Carr.
So Notre Dame, I got in my first pick. Go Irish. All right, bucket of doom. Pick number one for T-Rod. Pick a winner. Pick a good one.
That's it. What
do you got? What do you got?
Oh,
Maryland
and Illinois. Oh, it couldn't be a clear-cut choice for me, could it? No. We have to go Maryland at Illinois. Maryland's been surprising this season. You know, Illinois has been, borderline surprise versus disappointment.
Yeah.
Right. So, but Illini at home, we're gonna go with the Illini and their defense.
There you go.
Yeah.
Rep Bielema and the Illini defense.
Is that how you say his name? Illinois, baby. Let's go. Only because you're a home.
You have to go back a couple of had some fun with that.
Yeah, because T-Rod can't ever say it.
All right. Chef Marc, pick number 2 is Bama, Oklahoma. So you have number 4, Alabama, versus number 11, Oklahoma, in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. This is interesting because Oklahoma and their defense, I really like them. Ty Simpson in the offense for Bama, solid. Oklahoma win this game could cause a little bit of chaos in the SEC, right? So, Bama sitting there at 4. Oklahoma, do they jump Oregon and push us? If they won that game, more likely they probably slide Bama back. Who do I want? Bama eliminates Oklahoma from contention.
From any talk.
From contention. I like chaos. I don't want that chaos.
Yeah. But I don't almost
it's too sensitive. We're sitting at 7th, right? Or 8th. Is it 8th? 8th, right?
Yeah.
So by Oklahoma going to Bama and beating Bama, more likely they would jump Oregon, and then Bama would slide back. Would they fall behind Oregon, or so it just becomes that weird little I don't know. I just want to keep winning. I don't want to have to worry about the chaos. So go Bama.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I mean,
I've never said that
goes back to this conversation of what's the SEC really deserve? Who deserves to be in there? Who doesn't?
Just put them all in.
And I mean, when you draw number 23 Tennessee, and I'm guessing this is actually supposed to be New Mexico State.
It is New Mexico State. What did I write?
No, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, New Mexico State. I mean, it might as well be Northern Missouri State, Northern Maine State, Tennessee, the SEC. You should be a little bit more proud of what you guys are putting out on the field and quit playing these games, which we will stop, but you shouldn't have in the first place. Tennessee, go Volunteers, and I appreciate the game here. Thank you. So that's the only reason I like to play in this game is because it's an easy pick for me. There we go. I feel 2-0 already.
Thinking about C was like our background right here.
Oh yeah,
they got their ass beat.
They did. Yeah, they traveled well for it. Too. They traveled well for it. All right, there we go.
Next, I have USC versus Iowa. This is a game that's interesting to me. Coliseum in Los Angeles, and the forecast. I should reach out to my good bud Rich. How's the weather down there in LA, Rich?
And what would he tell you?
I don't know. Weather forecast says rain, dude. Rain in LA, and so 2 weeks in a row, slobber knocker of a game. I want you see they're coming up next week. It could be interesting to see how this goes. Plays out. Do you think that I think the weather in which I
try to take them, take defense. And
you may gain some ground on this game because the fact is that I think up front inches Iowa maybe depends on how this game goes, what the finishes are. USC is passing and connect, or is it going to be effective? Hey, this is a ground and pound type game, and so, I'm not like begging.
Yeah, you're tough bag.
I had to pick Notre Dame,
yeah,
Bama, and now SC.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm liking them. I'm loving those picks that you have to make. I think that purple is gonna fit on that head. Give me. Let's go. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take the road dog here. I think they have some momentum built up after that. And I think the Nittany Lions march into Spartan Land and beat them.
Do it.
Penn State over the Spartans. Nittany Lions, don't let me down.
They go.
Do not let me down.
We are.
I believe in you.
We are. In the same. Maybe they're coming back into form. They really should have won that game. I don't know why they went so. We're next possession. The ball back to Indiana.
Yeah.
Touchdown by Cooper.
Sick. That was ridiculous.
Cooper is a college football.
Oh.
Marc to follow Clark on my team, but
that's ridiculous.
Was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But the foot, yeah, it was like,
yeah,
I kept it up. Georgia Tech, Boston College.
Ooh.
There you go. Between
oh, hey, get for you. I want you.
Tech versus Boston College. They're Georgia Tech. It's looking pretty.
Yeah.
It'll be just to see how that whole ACC thing shapes. Like, who is there?
Oh man.
Like some doomsday, that like it wins out and wins the ACC title. ACC may not make the playoff because it's highest ranked conference champion. It's not necessarily ranked. Foresee that like the ACC would be one of the highest ranked conference champion.
What's the tolerance level of, which is starting to fade already, of a boost, and what is the be coming to their guy?
I think it's better than you think. I think it doesn't make it again next year. Then it's hot, dude. It's definitely hot. It'll be, like you said, how long is the leash? I do think that it's not this season.
No, but I would think if he, it's not even really, and it's just, it's funny because screw up a game or manage like it goes inevitable.
Yeah,
it's going to happen, and it's not the season, but I think it continues to happen. We could look at him being on the hot by the next season. If they do not get it.
Yeah,
and it's going to be interesting to see coming in after back, right? Because now we're QBs seasons. Yeah. Mario,
he's a whisperer. Though.
Yeah, he is. He's whispering something. All right. We don't tell him.
His face is how fucking met now. All there, so
yeah. It's like BYU number 12 BYU in this BYU and stuff. Yeah. So see. Yeah. I just, no, I won't. I'll never pick BYU. Cougs. See you. Horn Frogs, get it done.
Frogs.
Let's go.
I can support that. Like, I just don't think that BYU will the record going into that Texas Tech game. It's like, who did they really play?
Texas Tech beats BYU twice when they go to TCU and
okay. So final pick for Chef. I'm not gonna do myself in the third person. He got picked up, so I couldn't see him. So USF versus Navy. Say to all happy birthday to all for everything you guys do for our great country. Thanks for your service. I appreciate it. With that being said, I'm going to pick USF.
No love for Shipman. Last Friday night, weren't they?
Yeah.
Last Friday team?
Yeah. So my picks are in the bag. You're going to throw them in the bucket, and they will travel, but
they won't travel well, Chef Marc. Won't travel well.
It looks like we're a bit choppy, which is, we're working out of a hot spot. We don't have the Starlink that we did, but we apologize. We have our recordings.
Choppy out here.
Yeah, it is.
It's like the waters out on the Oregon coast right now, just a bit down.
Hey, you talk to your buddy about this?
Oh yeah, no, I will reach out and make sure we get that. Yeah.
Oh,
it's offered up.
There's an offer up special deal. Mindy, what's up? Good to see you. Hope
What up? All right. Oh. Michigan, 18, Michigan versus. I would actually. I'd like to pick Northwestern just because I think they've been a little better than people give them credit for.
Rollers last year. They're rollers this year.
No, they're not. But I think Michigan's kind of. I think they go in business, but I think it is closer than people think. Michigan Wolverines get it done against Northwestern.
And once again, the bucket of doom.
This is a bag right here. It's like 5-0.
Hey, in this bag, I have Notre Dame, I have USC, I have Deja, I have USF, and I have what was the other pick that I had to pick up?
Just Georgia?
No, pick that game. The fifth pick.
I don't know.
Georgia Tech. Yes. Okay. So
I got Michigan beating Northwestern, TCU over BYU, Penn State over Michigan State, Tennessee over New Mexico State, and Illinois getting it done. That smells like 5-0. Yours like 4. The comeback is much greater than the setback.
You know what it smells like, dude? You know what it smells like?
Pizza here.
Let's go.
We're not ready to get that
once
grub
again,
on.
thank you all for joining us, supporting us. Hey,
Yes.
we saw at the beginning of the season for what? Right? What was our goal? 30 steps.
30 subscribers.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Sport. A pleasure.
We appreciate all
I
of
apologize. It's a little choppy. Was choppy. We cut out whatever. Say hi tomorrow. Now, come enjoy the Big Oregon Tailgate. Talk to us. Share, like, subscribe. Smash that.
You know what's not choppy? My dance move. Come and see us at the tailgate tomorrow. Some smooth
and Joe.
Let's go.
Joe.
DJ.
Forget, we don't have to play the song, but a little French would be nice.
That's right. Yes.
If we're going to do a tailgate, some French.
Yeah.
So, anyway, hey,
Marc, my
boom,
God.
always. Good night.
Go Ducks.